and welcome to the Loud Women Radio Show. I'm Cassie Fox. I will be your host for the next 2 hours here on Louder Than More Radio. As usual, we'll be playing you some of the best new music that just happens to be powered by female artists. This week, we're also previewing some of the excellent artists who are playing at next weekend's Focus Wales Festival. And we'll be continuing the Welsh theme. Coming up later, we'll be joined by the actual Queen of Wales, none other than Sam Dabb, who runs Le Pub in Newport, and is also very much linked to Loud Women. First of all, let's see who's on the panel. I can see Madeline, the return of the Madeline. Hello, how are you?
Ciao, ciao. How are you guys? I'm really excited for today, and Kirsten's also here.
Hi, yeah, it's good to be back. And also here is Ngaire.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Cassie, Madeline, Kirsten, and Loud Women people.
I want to know what everyone's been up to. I've not seen you guys for a while.
Yeah, I was having a chat with these guys, saying it was run up to dissertation research period for me. So that's lots of fun. But I am being quite punk and making a zine for my dissertation, so
Yay.
That should be fun.
What's your zine on?
It's going to be a travel zine because I'm going to Canada, and so I'm sort of doing it on that.
Nice. What about you, Madeline?
Just doing my studies, also some activism with Earth Day and everything, which was pretty exciting. But not much, just enjoying the really nice weather that we've been having, to be honest.
And Ngaire, have you been up to any activism or zine making?
Well, no, I haven't. I've a bit of a lull for me before the marking comes in of things like undergraduate and postgrad work. So I have been doing what I fancy with regard to pitching ideas in journalism or for journalism, and digging, landscaping, getting to the roots of things.
Actual digging.
Actually,
metaphorical digging,
like
real
moving
digging in the
boulders
earth.
and digging, and then going in for a cup of tea and watching all the birds come. I mean, serious hardcore, and also going down rabbit holes, because as I research for things like possibly another radio show, I come across these little treasures. So at the weekend, I went down the rabbit hole of a woman called Rhoda Dakar, who in 1981 had a song called I'm Just a Boiler, and it's a rape song, and it's unbearably frightening, but obviously ahead of its time now. And I've just found out she's like now an activist, part of the Save the Venues Fund. I mean, I just love being an elder and having the spare time. In the past, you'd have, like you probably have, Cassie, 150 songs to listen to a week, and then maybe 5 venues to go to. And just being an elder, I'm on a whole new journey. So that's what I've been doing, down rabbit holes and waiting for people like Madeline and Kirsten and you to bring me new music, feed me.
Well, let's leave you waiting no longer then. Let's get into the Loud Women Mega Mix.
Boots, got out of bed attitude. My fists are full of rage. shaking it. The DJ plays a song when there's next level girls up in the club. Circling, circling, belly be like rolling and rolling it. Clothes be like tearing and tearing, like I'm coming out my skin. I'm ripping at the seams. I dress sexy and clean, but when I dance, I rip it at the seams. Sweat running down my chest and I clean, 'cause when I dance, I ribbon. And I don't care what they all say, 'cause in my life I work hard and play, and I can't help but to make a scene, 'cause when I dance, I rip it at the seams. So when I dance, I rip it at the seams. So when I dance, I rip it at the seams. Oh, 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 dance to the ribbon.
You are listening to the Loud Women Show on Louder Than More Radio. That was our mega mix. What a mega mix. Let me tell you who you were listening to. First of all, you had the Aquadolls with Burn Baby Burn. The Aquadolls are a Californian band who describe themselves as a mermaid rock and roll trio. I'm not sure whether or not they're actual mermaids. Difficult to tell how they would control their instruments. Anyway, that's the third release from their forthcoming June album, Charmed. Next up, you heard Loose Articles. We love this lot. They're from Manchester. That was Sinead Loves Bitcoin. And there's a great story that goes with this song. Basically, they say the song is about our pal and local legend, Sinead Ferguson, who's a band photographer. She had her Instagram account hijacked by Bitcoin hackers who were posing as her and trying to sell everyone Bitcoin for £10,000. For a split second, everyone thought Sinead was a Bitcoin dealer. So we turned it into a song where she was stealing your Wi-Fi and hacking your social media accounts to sell Bitcoin. I love that. Good fun, Loose Articles. Next up, also good fun, Shelf Lives. We had these along to Louder and Fest. Last year, they blew the roof off. That's the new one. All the Problems, coming in hot off the back of their previous single, Bite. So yeah, this is their latest single, and they're going to be playing at Great Escape Festival down in Brighton, which we should be going to in a couple of weeks' time. More on that. After Shelf Lives, you heard Shit Present. What Still Gets Me is the name of that one. That has just come out, and it's the title track from the band's debut album, which is coming out this week on Specialist Subject Records, and features guest vocals from Georgia MacDonald of Camp Cope fame. Finally, another alumnus of Louder Win Fest, Deuxes, amazing sisters Deuxes, who I absolutely love. That was ripping at the
Massive
seams.
fan. Sorry to interrupt. Massive fan here.
Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they? Just everyone who sees them live is just instantly converted to massive fans. We were saying they give good bants as well as really good tunes and really good bants. They've got some good gigs coming up. They've got 2nd of May, they're playing at Ronnie Scott's. And then they're playing 4th of May, Bread and Roses Clapham, which is a Glastonbury showcase or Glastonbury preview. So presumably they're being whisked off to Glastonbury. So good for them. We love the Deuxes. So this week we've got a bit of a kind of a Welsh bent to us this week. I was going to try and say something in Welsh then, but it's literally limited to Shemai and Nostar. So let's go with Shemai for now, and let's hand over instead to someone who can speak Welsh a lot better than I can. This is Eva Supertramp.
Hello, Loud Women. Thank you for choosing Chwalaw for your Welsh week. Chwalaw is a collaborative electronic Welsh music project featuring myself and Nick Ronan, producer, but also a lot of great guest artists such as Izzy Raby, who's a Welsh language rapper, Kera Savannah, who's the most badass queer harpist, and Gay Gonzala, an amazing violinist from Berlin. This song is called Dim Arwyr, which means no heroes, and our band name Chwalaw is a mix between chwalu and alaw, which means destroying, and melody. And I guess that's what we're doing, experimenting with sounds and how we can work together without having to all be in the same room, using the technology we've got and mixing electronic with traditional instruments and, of course, some radical lyrics.
Angen brodyr i ni, bob dim yn iawn. Dwi'n yn rhwgo anghenion hi a Dafi liwch y llawr. Ceri dwi'n yn cael ei oroesi trwy ddechogrwydd gelyn fab. Blodeilwydd yn troi dy llean yn lle ennill ei ryddhad. Just bodoli, mae'n stori, fel menyw mabinogi yn drisgar, cheese yn plot. Ac mae'r cosbo ymdrechu bod yn rhydd ac oroesi, should never be forgot.
Sgen I'm mynedd clywed stori arall am arwr sydd i llad. Gafi glywed am y grach oedd yn gweithio ar ei gardd. Yn cymysgu potions fan i helpu pawb gwestiynnu. Y dynion oedd yn dal y drefn yn y ffordd oedd yn siwtio nhw.
Adeiladu, locked in am mabwysiadau mewn, ymdrechu sefydlu concept clir o byd ni. Dyn ni'n bwerus tra'n trio oroesi y beitriarchy trwy broses o ddatblygu our own mythology. We are the dreamers and writers of our own life. Mwyn o grach, gwraig, princess, mamau life. They adeiladu gen mwyn o just petalau pli a ddŵr. Cwlwm dyn yn ein sylfaen oedd adeiladu'r tŵr.
Sgen I'm mynedd clywed stori arall am arwr sydd i llad. Gafi glywed am y grach oedd yn gweithio ar ei gardd. Potions on it, help it pop gwestiynnu. Y dynion oedd yn dal y drefn yn y ffordd oedd yn siwtio nhw. torri lan, does ddim gen I chwarae yma, dim ond bel y gorau. A cofio ddweud, dal I ddod, dim ond bel dy orau. A bwyta gerio nawr, gymera amser I teimlo eto. Mor braf I fod agor, bwyta gerio nawr, gymera amser I teimlo eto. Mor braf I
You're fabulous, fabulous to be with all the time. Yeah, to be with all the time. You're fabulous, fabulous to be with all the time. Yeah, to be with all the time. You're fabulous, fabulous to be with all the time. Yeah, to be with all the time. You're fabulous, fabulous to be with all the time. Yeah, to be with all the time.
You're listening to the Loud Women Show on Louder Than War Radio. Your choice, Ngaire. Tell us about the Fabs.
Well, you said it was Welsh week. So I was thinking, ooh, who were the first all-woman girl group? Now, the reason I assumed that they would be brilliant and there'd be an amazing story is because I know that Welsh women's theatre was ahead of its time, especially in sense of feminism. And one of my teachers, when I did my degree, was a Welsh theatre woman. So I had no choice in becoming a champion. So I assumed that there would be some great performers. And I found this fabulous group called the Fabs. So they came out in 1964. There were 4 of them. And they mostly did covers, as you'd expect. But the one that Cassie played you was an original, fabulous. I mean, they got so far down the line in their career and were starting to get media attention. And then someone said, "What's your name?" And they looked at each other and thought, "Oh, well, our favorite word is fabulous. So we're called the Fabs." So those are lots of reasons why we like them at Loud Women. But the really interesting nugget comes from the book that Sarah Wrigley, one of the members, wrote during lockdown. And the title is again, well, actually, it's So I, Doris, if I may be so bold, 20 pairs of pants and a passport. And it's about her career, which was quite long. Now, in this, drum roll, is a quote from Roger Daltrey. So over 50 years ago, they supporting the Who at a gig in South Wales. It's 1964. The Who aren't massive, but they're up and coming. They're starting to get a big following. Roger Daltrey has not yet said to the Melody Maker, we're a pop art band, though. They're still trying to find their place. And this is a quote from the book by Sarah. We finished our set, and as we were leaving the stage, Roger Daltrey, he's the front man of the band, if you don't know, and actually, little bonus tick to you if you don't. Ha ha, Mel Cannon. We finished our set, and we were leaving the stage. Roger Daltrey spoke to me. He said, you're not bad, love, but you'll never get anywhere. I took umbrage at this and asked him, why not? See, that's a Welsh woman for you. I'd go away and cry and write a poem, okay? And then 25 years later, someone like Cassie would force me to do a guitar song with it. But that is just brilliant. She asked him, why not? Okay, this cool, super dude. He explained, girls love to come and watch the boys playing, and the boys come because of the girls. Also, the boys like to imagine themselves on stage with the girls screaming for them. It doesn't work the same for you. So that is a genuine quote. I reckon we should all do a call out for any offhand dismissive remarks male musicians have said to people backstage before and after that have probably, like me, you've gone home and written a poem or a great song title when you've never written a song. But what about that then? You know,
what an arsehole.
What an arsehole. I'm sorry. So actually they were really very good. And one wonders if things had been different, how well they'd done. They were actually recruited by a music, but you know, like a showman. So that was a bit Spice Girls, but it's time. But the thing is that they worked really hard at practicing. Only one could really play the guitar, but they all worked really hard at it. And I recommend you dive into that rabbit hole because it's fantastic. And that's where I've been most of the afternoon, which that's the wonder of being an elder, as I was saying. And they're fab, the photos, Cassie. There's one where my husband called out to me. He found the BBC piece about them and called out to me and said, quick, they're wearing your pajamas. And basically they were all on stage in matching tops and bottoms that looked like pajamas. Oh, cute. I'll leave it with you.
Oh, I'm going to go and look them up now. They sound great. What a great name for them as well, the Fabs. That's perfect name. Because I wonder because it was 1964 whether they might have been like an all-female tribute to the Beatles, like the Fab Four. But
they did actually call them that, and they did have a couple of shots, which is in the Welsh History Archive on digital, actually, the National Welsh internet page, I guess you call it. It's got some amazing photos.
Right. Well, let's go and look that up. But in the meantime, one of the reasons that we're kind of getting our Welsh on this week is next weekend it's Focus Wales, which is an international showcase that hits delightful Wrexham on the 4th, 5th and 6th of May. My husband's family is from North Wales, and he assures me that Wrexham is a wonderful place. So if you fancy lovely weekends of amazing music, then head up to Focus Wales. They always choose really, really great brands from all over the UK and all over the world as well. So we've got some picks from Focus Wales to kind of give you a little taster if you fancy a weekend away. First up, let's have a little listen to Billy Nomates.
No is the greatest resistance. No to your nothing existence. No is a walk, no small talk. No, I don't think it looks better. Yes, we are stronger together. But no is a power. Anytime, any place. No, I won't die on your floor. No, I'm not righteous anymore. No, I don't fit in your pocket. I won't shave everything off. I'm not 12. Yes, I'm gonna put in the hours. No to your ivory towers. No's gonna start a war. I said die if you think it's worth fighting for. Everybody twist for me. Oh, come on and crack your knees, honey. Bend your back up, please, baby. No. Everybody twist for me. Oh, come on and crack your knees, honey. Bend your back up, please, baby. No. No, when they don't hear the answer. Be nobody's tiny dancer. No, it's not always for the best. People run off just because they can. Yes, I am the same as him. No, I don't feel like celebrating. Yes, it's true what they say sometimes. No to protein shakes and mirrors. Yes to running at night fearless. No dying to get skinny, trust me. No to consuming the digital narratives. No to the pointless comparatives. These people mostly hate themselves. I've been one of them. You have my word. Everybody twist for me. Oh, come on and crack your knees, honey. Bend your back up, please, baby. No. Everybody twist for me. Oh, come on and crack your knees, honey. Bend your back up, please, baby. No. Everybody twist for me. Oh, come on and crack your knees, honey. Bend your back up, please, baby. No.
Dig a plumber or an electrician, a landscape architect, even a magician. Dig a professor or a physician, just anyone besides a musician. Dig a lifeguard or a mathematician, a mad scientist, carpenter, operator. You thought I was gonna say bartender. Watch out, they might be a musician. Don't date a musician. Don't date a musician. They'll think you're competition. I was never competition. I was just hot. Hot girls and fast. Hot boys and fast. Hot things and fast. Hot girls and fast. Hot boys and fast. Hot things and fast. So I think I'll be celibate for a few months or days, and then a damn guitar pick flicks my way. Probably talk about music till the early dawn of how I know it can never truly go wrong. What's your favorite song? We watch the TV when there's nothing on. I see a bread frame is missing. A recipe for intense kissing. Let me send you my demo. I wrote it after you first met, but I'm not gonna tell you that yet. Wait, fuck, no, we spoke about this. Don't date a musician. Don't date a musician. They'll think you're competition. I was never competition. I was just hot. Hot girls and fast. Hot boys and fast. Hot things and fast. Hot
that I tried, but you took better care of your ride. Don't have the audacity to let me taxi. I don't know how I miss the signs. You wanted a trophy, chauvinist low-key. Look on me, I ain't your prize. Thank God I realized you dumb. You ain't a bad bitch. Didn't know you had it, but you could not handle it. Then you went on numb like, boy, are you dumb? You ain't a bad bitch. Didn't know you had it, that you could not handle it. Then you went on numb like, boy, are you dumb? Dumb, 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 dumb. Are you dumb, 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 dumb? Are you dumb, 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 dumb? You must be dumb, 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 dumb. I'm better off without you, better off without you. And I felt like someone really crossed the line before with you. Yeah, I thought I cried a lot before this shit all happened. Yeah, I thought it was sane, but oh my bro, I know you're bad. Wishing for a lane, but I know for sure you're mad. Accountable as fuck beside you, but I see through your bullshit, baby. I've been sick and tired of the fights. Do whatever I do it, don't despise you. I'm gonna despise you. I feel it coming over me. You ain't a bad bitch. Didn't know you had it, that you could not handle it. Then you went on numb like, boy, are you dumb? You ain't a bad bitch. Didn't know you had it, that you could not handle it. Then you went on numb like, boy, are you dumb? Dumb, 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 dumb. Are you dumb, 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 dumb? Are you dumb, 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 dumb? You must be dumb, 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 dumb.
You are listening to the Louder Win radio show on Louder Than More Radio. That was a Focus Wales mega mix there. There was 6 tracks by artists who are going to be heading to Wrexham this weekend, 4th, 5th and 6th of May to play at the Focus Wales International Showcase. So you heard Billy Nomates with No, Dream Wife with Hot, Prima Queen with Eclipse. Then you heard Adwaith, who I absolutely love. Carmarthen's Adwaith have been around for a few years now. They're on their 3rd album. They scooped the 2022 Welsh Music Prize with their 2nd album, which was called Bato Mato. So they're really kind of at the top of their game, and we might have seen them at Glastonbury last year as well. So they're doing great things for getting kind of Welsh language into the mainstream. And then the last one you heard was NADUH with Are You Dumm, with interesting spelling, young people spelling, let's just say. They are a Canadian outfit from Vancouver. So there you go. Kirsten, who is the Loud Woman of the Week?
Well, Cassie, our Loud Women of the Week for the Welsh special is none other than Dame Shirley Bassey.
Who else could it be?
Well, exactly. I mean, with these segments, I try not to get I don't know. I try and make them not statisticky and sort of get a bit more into the person. But there are just so many impressive statistics with Shirley. I'm just going to have to go into it for this week. So I mean, she's got a 70-year-long career and still going at age 86. Best known for recording 3 James Bond themes. So it's the person who's recorded most of them. And Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, and Moonraker, all fantastic songs. The less said about the last film, the better. But she was the person who first won, oh god, this is going to be a lot of firsts in this sentence. So she won the first ever award for Best British Female Solo Artist at the first Brits, which is again testament to how long she's been going. was very recently became the first female artist to chart an album in the UK Top 40 in 7 consecutive decades. And honestly, I imagine that's a record that's not going to be broken for a while unless she does it herself. She's, aside from singing, has had multiple TV projects as well. She's done specials, a variety show, her own made-for-TV film. She's performed 45 times at the Royal Albert Hall.
Oh my God.
It just keeps going. Was ranked among 100 Great Black Britons in a 2003 BBC poll. She was cited as an influence by Aretha Franklin, and to date has sold over 140 million records. So yeah.
Our show. Wow. I think we should have a little listen to one of her biggest hits, and I think I just heard the doorbell actually, so I think this is actually a very fitting track to welcome in from one Queen of Wales to another. Let's have a little Goldfinger to welcome Sam Dabb.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch, such a cold finger, beckons you to enter his web of sin. You feel, for a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. You feel, for a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. He loves only gold, only gold. He loves gold. He loves only gold, only gold. He loves
You're listening to the Loud Women Radio Show, and you just heard Shirley Bassey, which was a very fitting song to welcome in the Queen, the other Queen of Wales, Sam Dabb. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Loud Women Radio Show. How are you doing?
I'm good, yeah, very good indeed. Very good.
So Sam Dabb, for the uninitiated, is the proprietor, the person who runs Le Pub in Newport, which I always say is the best venue in the UK. Love playing Le Pub. Just love the atmosphere, the community vibe to it. And you have some amazing bands.
We do.
Who play at your venue, and I love doing so as well. I kind of feel that you've really put Newport back on the UK touring map, where it rightly belongs.
Yeah, we try. I think making bands feel welcome is one of the things that's most important to us, because it's really simple, really easy, but really, really important to them that, you know, a band that is welcome to a venue and somebody takes the time to say, hello, put your gear over there, let me get you a drink. You know, they're going to put on a better show for the people that attend the gig because they're in a great mood. You know, it's just really simple little things that make a massive difference to everyone involved in the show, including the audience.
You always feed bands really well as well.
Yeah, we do.
It's so important. I mean, especially as touring bands as well, because they're literally hungry.
Exactly. They're turning up hungry and we feed them, and then they go on stage and they give a really great performance.
So Le Pub is now in its kind of second home, isn't it? You were originally in Caxton Place when I first visited old Le Pub, and you're now a new Le Pub in the High Street. So how long ago was it you started old Le Pub?
It was June 1992.
And what was happening in 1992? What was the Newport music scene like?
The Newport music scene was absolutely massive. You had Catatonia, even though they weren't based at Newport, they played pretty much every week. You had the 60-foot Dolls. You know, you had that whole Newport is the new Seattle scene going on. And rather weirdly, Le Pub didn't really tap into that. I mean, it was kind of an indie bar, but we only really did local bands and once a week. And I was working behind the bar. And while it was part of that scene, it didn't really tap into it quite enough. And that's the first thing I fixed when I took over was touring bands and bands every night.
So what would you say is the best gig that you've hosted in all that time?
Oh, I can't. There's too many. There's far too many. It's really not possible.
I was going to say that.
What's the best gig that you've hosted this year?
How could you say anything else?
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, they're all so different. I could list like 20 top gigs and they'd all be so different that it's just not possible, really. There's some that stand out because, you know, there's a gig where we had a bluegrass punk band from Oregon whose flight got delayed, and they turned up at 9:15 with a brass section, a double bass player, a banjo player, 2 guitar players, a standing drummer. And we still managed to get them on stage by 20:10, and they gave the best hour and a half live music I've seen, and, you know, definitely top 5 performances of my life. So that one will stand out. You know, it's just, there's just so many.
What have you got coming up at the moment then?
We've got Chroma back on May 10th, but I'm not going to be here, and I'm quite sad because I must have seen them 20 times in the pub, but every time is always amazing. We've got Yur Mum, and one of the songs I've selected tonight. I'm really excited to get them in for the first time. That's going to be a really special gig. There's just loads of amazing things coming up.
Do you have music every night of the week?
On average, 5 nights a week.
And I know you've recently handed over the reins a little bit to Alicia.
I have.
From Murder Club.
Yes, she's the drummer from Murder Club, and she's now our in-house booker, and she's doing an amazing job. She's putting on bands. I mean, one of the reasons I handed over is because I'm 47 this year, and she's booking bands that I would never even have heard of, let alone consider booking. And they're all incredible. And the live music that's coming through the pub at the moment, she's given it this kind of boost, and this, like, it's almost like a reincarnation. It's incredible.
And Murder Club are an amazing band. They came and played our 2021 festival, and I think it was like their second ever gig or something, because it was just after all the lockdowns and everything. And I think the pub had done some gigs out in the street, hadn't you? Or you had a van or something out in the street.
Yeah, we hire a great big gold Land Rover that tows the stage, and we park it outside.
Brilliant. So I think kind of coming to London was, you know, their first time coming to London to play, and, you know, and one of their first gigs, and they were amazing, and now they're doing great things. Let's have a listen to some Murder Club.
This is the last thing that I need.
You're listening to the Louder Than Show on Louder Than More Radio, and you just heard two choices by our guest Sam Dabb of Le Pub. You heard Big Green Truck by Murder Club, followed by Sweatshop by Yur Mum. So Murder Club, a band that are closely linked to Le Pub, and we've had them on the Loud Women Fest as well, and Yur Mum, who are playing at Le Pub pretty soon. I did have the date written down. Have you got it?
They are playing pretty soon. It is the 23rd of June.
Cool.
And they're playing with Pizza Tramp, and there's quite a funny story where the singer from Pizza Tramp found out that the singer from Yur Mum had a Pizza Tramp tattoo. So he called her up on stage to show it, and she really, really didn't want to get up. And this went on for a few minutes. And then it turns out it was in an area you probably shouldn't be showing people on stage.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it kind of embarrassed her a little bit. And then she had to say,
bless.
I'm not showing anyone this tattoo.
Oh, crikey. I think you'd be duty bound to get a Yur Mum tattoo.
Yeah.
Somewhere intimate now.
Yeah.
So you've kind of come through the pandemic running a venue. That's got to be tough, isn't it? And you were really closely involved with the Music Venue Trust during that time, kind of helping bring not only your venue through the pandemic, but other people's as well. What was that time like?
I've got to be honest, the Welsh government were absolutely phenomenal. They made applying for funds so much simpler than the English government. There were so many more funds available. The funds were also, I mean, I know the English funds were, there were so many hoops to jump through, and you had to do like certain events and, certain community engagement, whereas the Welsh funding was basically, we want your venue to still exist at the end of this pandemic. How much is that going to cost? And it was very simple, it's what venues actually needed, and I cannot fault the Welsh government for the way they handled it. And I know it made my job a hell of a lot easier.
Things are just so much better in Wales. I honestly don't know why. Well, I don't know. Every time I go to Le Pub, I think I get a little bit closer to moving to
I love Wales. I do love Wales. I absolutely love it here. I mean, we have a First Minister who stood up and said trans women are women, and that made my heart absolutely sing. And just to see the nonsense that's going on with the Labour Party in England and the way that they seem to be tolerating trans hate at the moment is driving me mad. But to know that my own First Minister is inclusive and wonderful, it kind of makes everything a little bit easier.
Yeah, no, it's a vision of a better tomorrow is our Wales.
And free school meals.
Wow, I bet you even get milk for the kids as well, do you?
I don't know, to be honest. My daughter's 26, so I don't know. I have no idea.
She probably doesn't need milk now, does she?
No, I think she's all right.
So what's the biggest challenge facing you now? Now that your venue's thriving?
I think the energy bills, absolutely horrendous, and they're not just horrendous for us, they're horrendous for our suppliers, which means their prices have gone up, and they're horrendous for our customers, which means they've got no disposable income to then help us meet the price increases that we have to implement to help our suppliers pay their energy bills. So there's a real three-pronged attack on us in terms of energy. We're not only paying more ourselves, but we're losing custom and gaining costs. And I think another one that's really crept up after the pandemic that's really, really worrying is people buying tickets and not showing up. We on a sold out.
I've done this as well.
On a sold out show, we're looking at around 29% of customers are just not showing up. And I think maybe there's some kind of misunderstanding that they've paid for their tickets, so that they've helped the band out. But when you don't show up, you're not buying beer from the venue, so you're not supporting the venue. And you're not buying merch from the band, so you're not helping with their touring costs, and you're not in the room helping to create that incredible atmosphere. So I think the two main threats at the moment are the energy crisis and people buying tickets and not showing up.
Yeah, I'd much rather people came in for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah,
come in for free. I mean, we've actually started now towards the end of sold out shows. For example, we had Pigs Times 7 and we had 26 no-shows. So I just went into the bar and I was like, guys, 26 of you, get in. You know, once Pigs went on, and that was it, you know, just to make sure that room was full and the band had the audience they deserved.
Yeah. They're quite a big band, aren't they?
Yeah, that sold out in about 7 minutes, that one. It was quite exciting.
Wow.
What's the biggest band that you've had? If you want to say what the best one is, what's the biggest band that you've
think-
had at the pub?
In terms of being well known, probably Tim Burgess from the Charlatans. I think that's one of our biggest. We've got Cancer Bats coming up. That's huge. I think
let's have but another choice from you was what did you choose? Parcs. Tell me about Parcs.
so. Parcs are also from Newport. They've been going for about 7 or 8 years. They're not my style of music, but I still love them. They're one of those bands that manage to escape their genre and get away from, you know, I like my music loud and screamy. They are not loud and screamy, but they're still phenomenal. They're a husband and wife team as the core members. And then they have various other people joining them on guitar and bass. And they've been, they met in uni in Newport, and they're just so, I don't know, because this sounds almost disparaging, but they're so peaceful. They're such an amazing, like, you go to the gig and it's just such a beautiful, peaceful experience to watch them perform. And I love them.
Well, that was super pretty. That was In the Night by Parcs, the choice of Sam Dabb from the pub. our guest here. Thanks, Sam Dabb from Le Pub. Once upon a time, you were a pop star yourself, weren't you? I believe, Sam Dabb.
I wouldn't go so far as to say pop star, but I had a go. I did have a go.
What made you stop?
I found out I was pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, I found out I was pregnant, so I decided to stop being an absolute idiot 7 nights a week and settle down and look after my baby.
So your band was Disco, I believe. I'm reliably informed.
Yep, that's the one.
And did you play, or you?
No,
you
I used to
sang?
sing. I used to sing. I was the front woman.
You don't fancy going back to it?
We actually did a reunion gig when John Peel, not when John Peel, when John Sicolo, that's the one. My mind went blank then. When he sadly passed away, we did a reunion gig, and I hated every second of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I loved seeing the guys again. I loved practicing. I'd forgotten how much I loved our songs. And then I set foot on a massive outdoor stage in front of 800 people, and I just wanted to die, basically. And then we got roped into doing a gig the following week at the 100 Club with the Darling Buds, and I was guilted into it. And there was actually a review online somewhere that said, I don't know what happened to Disco. Sam used to look like she was having fun, but she looked like she wanted the ground to swallow up and open her. And I was like, yes, I really did want the ground to swallow up and eat me. I hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Shame.
Yeah, I just grew out of it, I think. I don't think it helps as well that we wrote those lyrics when we were 16, and they're about like kissing boys against trees, and like, you know, they're all very, very like silly little teenage girl lyrics, which were really important. And they're not silly when you are a teenage girl, but you know, when you're in your 30s and you are the mother of a teenage girl, you feel a bit daft singing them.
Oh, shame. Oh, well, maybe, you know, never say never. Maybe you can write some new lyrics about running pubs and fighting turfs. And that sort of thing.
Yeah, I could definitely see me writing some songs about fighting turfs and screaming them at people. That would be fun.
Oh dear. So what have you got coming up at oh, you've already said what's coming up at Le Pub. What's the kind of the vision for the future at Le
I think
Pub?
So that we've got 3 floors above that are derelict, and we're looking to get those you know, kind of renovated, and we want another performance space upstairs. There's a little flat roof up there I'd love to turn into kind of a beautiful little roof garden, and maybe do some outdoor cinema. And just some things like that, but it's hundreds of thousands of pounds. So we need to wait, because at the moment our landlord is a pharmacist from London, and he's a very nice man, but he's just a businessman. And by the end of the year, hopefully we should be owned by Music Venue Trust with a much more secure lease and less rent through the Own Our Venue scheme. So I think until we've got that kind of security, we can't be spending that kind of money on a building that we don't own.
That is so much more important than singing songs about kissing boys, leaning against trees, isn't it? What amazing work.
I think they're both quite important.
I think one feeds into the other.
But that's amazing.
You've got a little recording studio there as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we built a recording studio during the lockdown because it was a commercial kitchen that was so disgusting when we took over the building. The building had been empty for 8 or 9 years, and we literally had to take bin bags of dead pigeons to the tip. They'd completely taken over. So the basement area, we had 6 weeks basically to get it to a safe and secure standard and start making money. Otherwise, you know, we'd start losing money and we'd lose the building. So we kind of just locked the basement and pretended it didn't exist. And then I think it was a couple of weeks into lockdown, myself and my husband were chatting, and we were like, this is not a 6-week lockdown. Let's do something fun. So we started walking in every day and just clearing the kitchen and cleaning it out. And then a couple of weeks later, they said we could get tradesmen in. So we got our electrician friend in, and he did a lot of the work, a lot of the building work, a lot of the electrics. And yeah, we now have a beautiful recording studio in the basement.
Oh, I need to come down and make some hits in your basement.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, have some of your lovely vegan food as well.
Yep.
So if any bands are listening to this and thinking Le Pub sounds like the best venue in the world, I mean they're correct. And if they want to come and play, what's the best way of impressing the bookers at Le Pub?
I think just I always respond well to emails that don't tell me kind of I want to play this date. I respond well to emails that are like, hey, we're a band, we're from here, you know, here's some pictures of us, here's some links to our music, we'd really like to come and play for you. Because, you know, when I get bands that email me and they say, we've got this 5-day period and we want to play, I'm like, well, I don't have any availability. And, you know, it's not always as, I mean, we're really heavily booked. We're really, really lucky in that most of our dates now are taken up right up to the end of summer. You know, so just be flexible with when you can play, because we'll always try and find you a support slot if we can't find you, you know, if we can't get you a headline slot. And be flexible, be friendly, and give us lots of information so we know who to put you on with.
Yeah, and communication is key, isn't it? I mean, and it's
absolutely,
it's not a skill that necessarily goes hand in hand with being a musician. You're not necessarily, you know, kind of good at communicating and writing emails, but
just make sure one person in your band knows how to write an email.
Mm.
It's as important as being a good musician, because without somebody with the ability to communicate, you're not getting gigs. So
absolutely, top tips there.
I'm gonna have to quote you on that.
Okay.
That is really useful. I work with young musicians, producers, artists, and that line is, yeah, one person in the band needs to know how to write an email. End of. Yeah. Thank you. And I can quote you because you're quite famous. You've even been on TV.
I have. I was on the news. That was my most bizarre moment of the pandemic, when the Welsh government finally allowed live music back, which was months after it was allowed back in England. I ended up on the 10 o'clock news on the BBC, and that was the weirdest thing. And I did the most terrifying thing I've ever done was Good Morning Britain got in touch for the same reason. And they said they were going to come down and they were going to pre-record a segment to go out, but they still needed to come in at 6 a.m. to get the segment. So it got to about 10 to 7 and he just suddenly went, oh, change of plan. We're going live to the studio in 3, 2. And then he just started going, I'm in Newport, mine. And I was like, oh my God. And I was just stood there like an absolute muppet. And it was absolutely terrifying. Because in my head, it was a pre-record. I could do like 30, 40 takes. No,
Yeah.
we went live to the studio on Good Morning Britain. And it was terrifying.
I didn't
But
know how
hats
you'd
off
done
again.
that.
You
Yeah,
kept it going.
It was quite
You know,
funny.
Hooray, we're back. Thank God lockdown's over. But you've proved it. You've kept it going. There's a lot of people that did that. You go back now, they're gone.
Yeah.
So well done to all the bands and the pub and everything. Anyway, yes, telly star.
Yeah, very strange.
Let's
It was
come back to that multi-skilled thing, isn't it? Being able to communicate and, you know, being able to not only run a venue, but also go live on Good Morning
Yeah, it
Breakfast
was
or whatever it was.
very, very, very strange period of my life, the pandemic, because working for Music Venue Trust, I'd just get an email being like, Sam, you're going on the telly tomorrow. And I'd be like, oh, okay. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed it, but I'm glad it's over.
So you're no longer working with Music Venue Trust. You handed that over.
I handed over the actual, because it was 20 hours a week and there just wasn't any time. But I was unable to completely give up because I love Music Venue Trust and I love what they do so much. So I'm actually now one of their gurus. And I am their there's a posh name for it. It's sustainability and profitability. But basically, you know, if your venue's not making any money, I'll take a look at it and tell you why. I'll try and tell you why, and I'll try and give you some advice on how to make, because a lot of people with grassroots music venues, they're incredible people with incredible passions, and they've gotten into it for the right reasons, but they don't have the business skills, and they also don't really have, I mean, I grew up in pubs. My parents had pubs my whole life. I pulled my first pint at 3 years old. So there is nothing about running a pub that I don't know. I like to think there will be more that I need to learn. Obviously, I'm not that big-headed, but there's you know, I'm pretty good at running pubs. Just silly little things like making sure that the product you're selling the most of is also the thing you're making the most profit on. You know, if your best selling product is the one you make barely any profit on, then that's going to cause a massive cash flow issue. And making the most of your space, making sure that people want to drink there, not just because the bands are there, but, you know, one of the biggest challenges GMVs face is Wetherspoons, because most of them are within walking distance of a Wetherspoons. And what people fail to realise is the pound that you save on your pint in Wetherspoons could be the pound that stops a grassroots music venue from going bankrupt. So you need to give people a reason to come straight to you and give you all of their money. Don't give half of it to Wetherspoons before and after the gig. So it's about creating a welcoming experience and just I don't know, it's just, I really learned during the pandemic that the best people run grassroots music venues in terms of who they are, but they're not necessarily the best people to be running pubs, because they're too passionate, they're too busy watching the bands, and I cannot fault them. And if I can help them keep that going and maintain that venue and that lifestyle for them, then that's amazing.
Oh, what great work to be
Cheering, should
doing.
we all do I think we should do a little clap. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
little tears here.
It sounds like such hard work, Sam. I honestly don't know how you do it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I've only done 2 venues so far, and I've loved both of them. Absolutely love both of them.
So
That is such a useful job to do. It's true that they have no idea. The person that wants to do one night a week and is completely obsessed with a genre, or, you know, 3 bands make a scene. If you got 3, mate, I mean, to get that support, because that's what you need, because you're fighting the people that can give you 25 or 20% discount if you use your Barclay card.
Yeah.
Such a good thing to remember. That's that about Wetherspoons next time we go for a gig. Always make sure you kind of meet early at the venue, get food. They serve food.
I think one of the most astonishing facts that people don't know about grassroots venues is most gigs lose money if you base them purely on ticket sales, and they're coming in from the bar. The money comes in from the bar. The bar is what pays the bills. And I think that's why I approached MVT about becoming the guru that I wanted to be, because everybody kind of in the grassroots music venue circuit knows that the money comes from the bar, but people kind of forget to focus on the bar. And I love live music, but I also genuinely am passionate about incredible beer and incredible spirits and the right bar. And I think that's why, say we open without a band on, we'll still get 70, 80 people through the door, because we run a great bar, and that's what pays the bills, not the gigs.
I love that you do a really good line in alcohol-free cocktails now as well. As someone, I've now got to the age where alcohol and me just don't work. My body just has rejected it. It's had enough of it.
Yeah, we've got alcohol-free lager on tap now, so you can have a pint. It's great. We've got alcohol-free lager, beer, stout, tropical beer, gin, and cocktails. Alcohol-free, all of them.
Brilliant. Right, we're there. Well, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, I think.
I think it's really important not to pressure people into drinking as well, because there's a real drink culture around live music. And if you can let somebody stand there with a beer in their hands, then no one's going to come up. I mean, no one should come up. No one should ever ask anyone why they're not drinking. It's no one's business, but somebody will. So to put a can of ale that looks like a can of ale or a pint of something in somebody's hand takes so much pressure off them and makes them feel so much more comfortable being in that alcohol-led environment without actually partaking in alcohol.
This next track that you've chosen is Chroma, and I'm so pleased that you picked this, because it gave me an excuse. I listened to Chroma between Wimbledon and Fulham Broadway today, and they're just the best. They came and played Loud River Fest last year, and they were certainly one of my highlights. Absolutely amazing band live. So have they played at the pub, or are they going to play at the pub?
They've played about 8 times now, and they're playing again on May the 10th. They're basically our in-house band, even though they're not from Newport. We've claimed them as our own. We've taken them, we've claimed them. They belong to us now. They're
from Cardiff, are they?
Pontypridd, Cardiff, that kind of just beyond Cardiff and into the Valleys area.
Right, still pretty local.
Yeah,
they're lovely people as well. I mean,
such lovely people.
All Welsh people are lovely.
Zach from Chroma runs our social media, and he does an amazing job of it as well. So
excellent. Thank you so much for coming along and talking to us, Sam.
No problem.
We love you. We love the pub. and we'll be there very soon.
We've got a Loud Women gig coming up as well, haven't we?
We have, yeah. We're doing a bit of a co-pro. Me and Alicia. So we've got Maisha and the Spanks, who are
and Murder Club.
And Murder Club, yay! So yeah, that's going to be great. That's in June, I believe. So that's a Canadian band who are coming over, and we're helping to organise a tour. So hopefully more of that sort of thing. We've
that'd be great.
Quite a lot of American bands and Canadian bands booked for Loud Women Fest that actually I'm going to be hopefully making some announcements maybe next week on the Loud Women radio show. But yeah, it would be great to bring some of those to lovely Newport, because everyone deserves to play at the pub.
Absolutely.
Lovely to see you, Sam. Let's finish with some Chroma.
red dots, VVS, clean cut look. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna Birkin. Copy for the low and let me show you how to work it. I've been bad man, they can't vibe like me. Backstrap and new pack or get high like me. But I'm on, they can't hack or get by like me. I'm GT, can't 029 like me. I shot Benz from a Merc, count Pebs in the Benz. I don't pop no perks, I don't beg no friends. On a white picket fence, cause I came from the ends. Gotta go, I got shows from the Taft to the Thames. On the bus, TT in the booth, can't murk me. Leather seat, please tell a man, can he murk me? Galloping press, fin and they can't hurt me. Teeth them pearly, hair still curly. Sleepless in pink nose, we trust me for red dots, VVS, clean cut look. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna Birkin. Copy for the low and let me show you how to work it. Sleepless in pink nose, we trust me for red dots, VVS, clean cut look. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna Birkin. working. Copy for the low and let me work it, work it. Next flow, just the bigging up your chest flow. Stepping on your neck, the illest bitches wearing retros. I'm humble, the cookie don't crumble. Stepping, don't stumble. Leaning out the whipping, nearly humbled. And she don't like me, shit, that excites me. I'm high, it's likely a bitch wanna bite me. I ain't even mad, but I think she might be. If you don't want no problems at your party, don't invite me. If you don't want no problems at your party, don't invite me. If you don't want no problems at your party, don't invite me. If you don't want no problems at your party, don't invite me. It's likely a bitch wanna bite me. Sweet blessing, pink, no sweet, trust me. Fur, red dots, VVS, clean cut. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna work in. Copy for the low and let me show you how to work it. Sweet blessing, pink, no sweet, trust me. Fur, red dots, VVS, clean cut. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna work in. Copy for the low and let me show you how to work it. Back to why I'm up in the first place. By the way, in case you didn't know, I'm still in first place. I ain't in the trap, I dumped the tax, now it's a workplace. Fight them with a bag, of course he whacked it on the first day. I spy two guys, one ran, one's gone. Hop fence, who's yard, don't care, ding dong. Who's this, who's who, fuck them, that's long. Told my brother don't call till you get that. Keep it low key, got a feeling he a snitch. Always got a different gang, you know the type that likes to flip. They ain't shooting dice in every table with no chips. Don't be screaming slaughter gang, cause I'm the type that likes to dip. Keep it low key, got a feeling he a snitch. Always got a different gang, you know the type that likes to flip. They ain't shooting dice in every table with no chips. Don't be screaming slaughter gang, cause I'm the type that likes to dip. Sweet blessing, pink, no sweet, trust me. Fur, red dots, VVS, clean cut. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna work in. Copy for the low and let me show you how to work it. Sweet blessing, pink, no sweet, trust me. Fur, red dots, VVS, clean cut. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type to wanna work in. Copy for the low and let me show you how to work it. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it.
You're listening to the Loud Women radio show on Louder Than More Radio. In fact, our wonderful guest Sam Dabb was here, and we saw her out with Chroma, who are a wonderful Welsh band. They've played Le Pub lots of times. They are also playing at Focus Wales, as are Deuxes Menace, who is that last band that you just heard there. Now we've got a Loud Women gig coming up this week. In fact, 4th of May, we're at the Piper in Hastings. And here is a little message from the headline band.
Hi, we're Ode to Sleep and you're listening to Loud Women Radio Show. We're really proud of this one. This song is called Self-Destruct. It's an angry song. It's about the frustration of not wanting to be part of our own demise, regarding climate change, wildlife destruction, and just watching the governments do absolutely nothing about it. If you're angry too, join us on the 4th of May at Loud Women at the Piper in Hastings. We'll be playing a full show live with Gulls and Rex. See you there.
This is our final road.
cheer up, Charlie, don't look down. There's a new shopping centre just out of town. Society's shut, community stop, but you can shop. Cheer up, Charlie, don't look down. There's a new shopping centre just out of town. Society's shut, community stop, you can shop, 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 shop. Sold into the higher, you can't show me my desires. We have no need to inspire. There's no fuel left for this fire. Your school field sold off, town green sold off. The council needed money, so they're gone. Your forests sold off, playgrounds sold off, but they'll have lovely luxury flats on. So cheer up, Charlie, don't look down. There's a new shopping centre just out of town. Society's shut, community stop, but you can shop. Cheer up, Charlie, don't look down. There's a new shopping centre just out of town. Society's shut, community stop, you can shop, 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 shop. Sold into the higher, you can't show me my desires. We have no need to inspire. There's no fuel left for this fire. The sell-off doesn't stop, but we still stand in queue, snake round the shops. No brand can expand your lifespan. Understand? No brand can expand your lifespan. Every single library can. Every single library can. Every single library can. Prada, Gucci, someone shoot me! Stop loud women!
I'm falling, you're haunting my head. I'm talking in my sleep again. I've been running from your dry-eyed crooked smile. You got me on a lockdown, where's my child? Maybe your heart's starting scarring fire. Control me. Stop the world. Last war.
listening to the Loud Women Radio Show, and you just heard Self-Destruct by Ode to Sleep, Shop by Girls, and that last one was Sleepless by Rex. Those are three bands who are playing at Loud Women on Sea at the Piper in Hastings on 4th of May. I'm going to go down to that gig because that looks like it's going to rock. What about you lot? What are you up to this week?
My husband's DJing at the weekend, actually, at Brixton Disco Festival. He's got 2 little sets going, so I'll be there, remembering my roots, and also that's it really. More digging, of course, and that means metaphorically in my world of indie rock and punk, and quite literally with my shovel. That's me. And also some of these bands that you've introduced me today, I shall be going back to. And now I've got a bit of a girl crush on our guest. So I'll be going down the rabbit hole about her as well. Just women are so amazing, aren't they?
What about you, Kirsten?
Well, the most interesting thing for me this week is that going through quite an important rite of social passage in that I'm meeting one of my friend's partners for the first time, and so the assessment will be taking place. We'll see if he's suitable.
What test are you going to set?
Oh, I don't know. It's more like the vibe test, isn't it? And you know, is he the? I always have because you have like the nice guys who like open the doors, but then you have the douchebags that do it in a really condescending way. So I don't know. I'm always kind of looking for is this coming from a condescending place, or is this no, I'm a nice person place? I don't know. Be subject to scrutiny anyway.
Yeah, see how many drinks he gets in.
Yes.
I always think that's quite a good test. And see
does
if
he feel it necessary to flirt with other women like the barmaid, thinking that he's made their day?
Does he ask questions as well, or does he just
is he interesting as well?
Yes, has he got hobbies? I think long term they need to have hobbies, don't they? Because obviously Loud Women, we have lots of hobbies. Action hobbies and all sorts of hobbies.
Yeah, and she's you know, my friend in question, so I'm just going to talk up my friend here because why not? She's got some very big scientific ambitions in that she wants to, I think, long-term relocate to Antarctica.
Wow.
So
he's going to need a hobby then.
So yeah, he's going to need to be a base level interesting and be very okay with entertaining himself.
Wow. Yeah, he's going to need some hits or something.
Can he entertain himself?
Anyway, you want to take that?
How about you, Madeline? Are you going to any gigs?
Not that I know of, but you know, that can always change, and see if there's some punk going on this weekend. Aside from that, might just, you know, enjoy the spring, go outside, read, do all my assignments. The normal.
Sorry about all the assignments, Madeline.
Oh, it's okay.
Do your assignments, get them done.
Just, you know,
it all feeds
enough
into
to pass.
everything else.
Don't tell anyone
won't
else
be
on faculty I
wasted.
said that. Well, have lovely weeks, whatever you do, and thanks for joining me on the Loud Women Radio Show. We'll see you next week. Let's play out with another band who are visiting Focus Wales next weekend. This is HMS Morris. So until next time, stay loud.
You just get nervous. I saw it out in the crowd. He didn't
you just embarrassed. So close but so far, familiar but bizarre. Old family ties, they're not what you think. You can't always tell when they're close to the ring. Old family souls, I bet you they're proud. You can't always read their minds first time around. Did you forget who you are? Are you in disguise? Shy with your own kind?